went to Indiana University when I was 15, band camp. And this by now was an established thing run by Stan Kenton. By now I could improvise by ear pretty well. I still didn't know anything really about harmony, although I want to bring this up. I had also started to play the piano just by ear and by transcribing ballads. I started once again with ballads with Monk, whose voicings were more open and easier to hear. And then I started transcribing Bill Evans' voicings, My Foolish Heart, which is another ballad. And I think that helped. I still didn't know what to make of the chords, though. You know, I had good ears, and but I didn't know. Still, Dad wasn't much help in that way. Evan gave me a couple lessons. I learned about modes. I didn't even know that at that point. And I started figuring out 2-5-1s on the piano. But I went to the band camp. Other young musicians were, and this is important too, because I was 15, and I met some other like-minded musicians at the camp. So the sooner you get out there and meet guys that you like to play with, that's another good lesson right there. And at the camp was a young 15-year-old guy named Dave Sanborn. At the camp was a 15-year-old guy named Lou Marini, wonderful saxophonist. There was a guy, 15-year-old guy, very good piano player. He didn't talk to anybody, though. His name was Keith Jarrett. Another good piano player who did talk to everybody and became a good friend, Don Grolnick. And this is where we experimented, we played together. And there's still those of those guys that are with us, Marini and Sanborn, I'm still playing with. I was supposed to play with Dave this summer. We'll see if it happens. I just saw Marini, well, a month ago, the last thing I did before Shelter in Place. Here was there 50 years later. So now's the time, as the tune says. I'm going to kind of play that in a second, actually. But start early. I started to write. I had little tunes I'd pick out on the piano.